No one gives a flying F about how you do on stage. No one does. What all of them like is everything that you bring and the value you have and your life stories and your lessons. You have the rest of your life to save so many lives and your own. Stop. Just stop. We don't need it. Stop.
What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve. I have BB Promos to tell like it is. Welcome back to a podcast, guys. Today we're going to chit chat about some unfortunate news that Antoine has received, and I really need to chime in on this because I'm just get straight to the point. I left a comment on his video. His video is titled "I Have a Heart Problem," and I went down on his basically on after watching this whole thing. I was like, Antoine, what are you doing, dude? Like, and I basically said, you do not need bodybuilding. You don't need bodybuilding at all. You don't need the sport. You did everything you could. You call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Because a heart problem is nothing you want to mess with or F with at all. So anyway, I urge you guys to go watch his video. He put a video out. Basically, he's basically stated that he has a heart condition, a heart issue. So I'm going to kind of let you guys, I'm going to roll this clip a little bit and let you guys hear for yourselves. I'm going to comment and you guys will definitely know what I'm going to say about this. So here we go.
And then Dr. Khan at the gym one time told me, he said, hey, you want to know your results, blah, blah, blah. You want me to tell you right now? I said, yeah. That it was kind of like, it wasn't that I was freaking out after, but he wasn't freaking out. It's just that he told me that there was, we need to go to do further testing because I'm in the 99th percentile. I'm like, what does that mean? He said that for my age and my gender, I'm in the 99th percentile, so I'm in the 1%. That's not good. It's like, so 99% of the people my age and sex have a better result than me. So
okay, so you guys heard it there. So basically what Doc's saying is for people at his age, he's the 1 percentile of people that have this type of a problem. So I'm going to keep going on with this.
On the screen you have like the little diagram there. So I'm like, what the hell? But then I even read I looked, that's the same day I Googled a lot of stuff and I was like, holy shit, what's going on? But anyway, it said for my section of age and my 99th percentile, whatever, that I would have a heart attack, a possible heart attack within 3 to 5 years. I'm like, what the hell?
Okay, so you heard it. 35 years. The doctor's saying, and you got some. I don't know if anyone on this watches is like, oh, 35 years, you got time, man. You know, you can kind of whatever. And it's like, for me, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know, you guys see my journey, that I've shared. You know where I'm at when it comes to my anabolic use. I'm done. I'm completely finished. Zero. I'm done. And it's for these kind of reasons. Like, as of right now, I'm very, very blessed and I don't have any kind of like serious issues. And Antoine has a legitimate issue. In 3 to 5 years, if he doesn't get his shit together, he will have a heart attack. He's the 1%, right? Now, now it goes on to say that, this is a hereditary thing as well too, genetic predisposition. So it sucks, but we're gonna kind of watch on a little bit because a part of this it really alarmed me that I was like, man, we gotta just Antoine, dude, stop.
It's like, so I was like, even that day I was posing after because I was like reaching the peak of my off season, getting some good gains, and I went to the posing room and I was like, maybe that's gonna be the last time I'm gonna pose big, that muscular. I was like,
maybe. To me, it's definitely like this is like Antoine. I've known Antoine for years, and I've watched this guy. Like, he's like unbelievable bodybuilder, unbelievable talent. I don't know if you guys know how much you guys know about Antoine. Antoine and Juju are like best friends. Antoine was at one point just as good as a trickster, just like Juju. So there's like a life that Antoine can still have on YouTube that will flourish and be better than what he's doing now. Because you'll see better content. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep watching because I'm waiting to this is watch.
Like things run through your head, right? You never know. Like, it's all the unknown. So my calcium score was like 140 or something.
So he's got calcium buildup or plaque buildup in his arteries, his heart, right? I don't really care where you're at in your career or doing anything. Life change needs to happen instantaneously. Now I'm gonna move over to part in here. It's very, very alarming.
What's the potential of having me having a heart attack like in the next month? You said I can't answer that. It's like, I don't know, or something like it's hard to say. It's hard to say, he said, I think. But with the score, it's like, that's why I said that, because the score is a marker of a potential something's going on, right? So then I was like walking, I was like careful picking up, so I was like just like a little bit afraid, right?
And with due respect, like, that is very alarming news for someone to hear, like, you know, being in your early 30s and hearing that you could possibly have a heart attack within 3 to 5 years, but the doctor can't tell you that you know, within the next month or 1 to 3 years, he can't guarantee that you won't have any, like, a heart attack. I'm done. I am finito. I'm done. There's a part here, I'm gonna get my editors to find it, but there's a part in this video, I've watched this whole thing already. I'm not gonna keep skimming through this, so we already know. Okay, Antoine said it for himself. He's got plaque buildup in his heart. He's basically changed. So basically, his goal is to, and what he's doing is basically he's lost some weight already. He's lost 20 pounds by changing his overall diet. Before he was just eating chicken and, you know, rice, no veggies. His cholesterol levels are low, so he's got to put in, you know, more healthier fats, eat more fiber. So he's making those right steps to combat this issue. But I'm gonna say but with the biggest but in this video, he actually says that he's going to whatever it is and then get back to bodybuilding. I just did a video that's not, I don't even think it's out yet. It's not even out yet. But I was talking about Antoine. I was talking about the guys on Fuad's podcast, and they're, you know, and it was basically about Greg talking, you know, basically like, you know, boo-hoo, it's hard to eat food, blah blah blah. It's not that hard, sacrifice, blah blah blah. It's not sacrifice, it's just eating. It's all way harder to diet than it is to eat. And then the guys are like, man, you ever been through this? You never had to hold 300 pounds. And then I'm like, yo, are we not missing that these men are having a conversation about how hard it is to keep themselves at 300 pounds? In the last 2 years, I don't know if anybody's been following bodybuilding. I'm being very sarcastic saying that, but there's been more deaths than I like to even mention again in bodybuilding. And this is the part where I just tell it like it is, and I'm sorry, but I know Antoine's got a great surrounding of friends, so I am assuming that their friendship is one of extreme transparency and blunt, honest truth, and they're saying, Antoine, Stop bodybuilding. You do not need to bodybuild. I like, bodybuilding's got me to the place where I'm right now, but being honest and vulnerable and transparent about my life is what got me to where I am in terms of like my following and influence. And I believe that he has an amazing opportunity here to save so many lives and his at the same time by just peel it back. Let's take a step back and let's reevaluate what's going on in his life. He's already made changes in his life that he's already lost 20 pounds within this already. Okay, go watch his video. But he's at 284 pounds. He still has too much weight. He's going to continue to, you know, eat healthier and make those changes. But if I'm him, I am done doing steroids. I am finished. You will not see me on a bodybuilding stage again. Not even close. Right now, I'm like, do I want to do a show? Maybe just do a natural one, you know, and you know, call it a day. Hurrah, I did it. You know, I'm done bodybuilding. There's my career, guys. Thanks for the following. Thanks for everything else. Now, for the rest of my life and our lives, we're going to continue to preach the good news about, you know, being healthy, living a healthy lifestyle, you know, and away from the qualms of steroid abuse and shortening your life. But at this moment in time, Antoine needs to stop. And I'm saying, Antoine, stop. What I'm doing right now, Antoine used to be able to do, like I'm talking just athletic. Like, he could probably still do tricks. The dude's athletic. The dude was black belt karate. The dude is absolutely a freak of nature athlete, that those skills and that transformation getting back down there will have a way better response than the next journey to the stage and then potentially putting him in death's way. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be honest about it because I give a shit, because I care. And I'm hoping, I'm assuming that the guys at Pure are doing the same thing and be like, hey, man, yo, 300 pounds, 284 pounds, you know what I mean? Like, we don't need to be that weight at all anymore. You know what? Antoine, just hang it up. He hasn't competed in I don't know how long, a couple years? And he still has a great following and still has great, you know, engagement. People love him still. I need all of you guys, when this is edited and done, I want all of you guys to literally go over to his channel and say, Antoine, we love you. We care about you. We do not care about you on stage. We do not care if you make it Olympia. We do not care if you get a freaking first place on stage. We don't care. We need to go over and say that to him. What we want to see is the transformation of a lifetime. We want to see Antoine just change into, you know, transform into this healthy 5 foot, I think he's 5'10", 220 pound freak nature athlete, healthy heart, healthy lungs, healthy lifestyle, mobility, flexibility, sharing to you guys all the tricks and all the, you know, vulnerability and transparency and all the transparency that was on the journey of him getting to this way more healthier lifestyle. I need you guys to do that. I I need all you guys to go over to his page and say, we don't need you to bodybuild anymore, because we don't. Because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straight honest. I'm going to tell it like it is. You continue down this road, Antoine, it's going to be an early life for you. And I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm saying like straight up transparency, vulnerability, right. You see right through this right now. I'm going to tell you guys, there are days when I go to bed and I think, man, am I going to wake up? And I'm not scared to die. I'm scared to live a short life unfulfilled, leaving those people behind without me. I want to see my daughter graduate. I want to see my daughter do a bunch of things. I want to see her get married. I want to punch the dude in the face that breaks her heart. I need to be alive for that shit. I want to see a lot of things happen in my life that's surrounded with, I want to share the rest of my life with the people I love for as long as I possibly can. And I want that for Antoine, because I'm supposed to do a video on Boston Lloyd. Me and Boston Lloyd were supposed to collaborate a while ago. We were going to collaborate and we never got to. But we were up and down, we were chit chatting, and I remember me and Boston Lloyd were chatting about eventually doing some kind of collaboration. The conversations happened. We would talk back and forth. Nothing big, nothing long. I don't know. I'm not gonna say we're close or anything like that. But 29, passed, dead. Don't be a martyr for this sport. Seriously. There's I'm gonna be fucking honest and plain and simple. How many times do you guys talk about Dallas? How many times do you guys talk about Rich Piana? You guys forgot about him already. The only ones who care and remember those people are the ones who were closest to him, or the super duper subs who love that much to still hold them to a high esteem in their lives afterlife. But don't be a martyr for this sport. Don't be a martyr for extreme pageantry. Don't. That's when you call it a day. When you play football, I'm going to bring it back to football. You play ball, boom, you're having the best career ever, and you hit your third freaking, concussion, and doc's like, hey man, another concussion, that could be it for you. And not like you're done, playing football, but you could risk death the next blow to your head. Done. Body done. Football finished. I am done. In any contact sport where there's the risk of head injury, and if you get to enough of those head injuries, you will no longer be allowed to play the sport, because no one's going to have someone dying on their watch. They got to pass a medical every year. They got to pass a medical. That's why medicals need to be in bodybuilding. This kind of shit pisses me off, because Antoine, if he does decide to continue to bodybuild, after all of this has been said, his doctor says 3 to 5 years you could have a heart attack if you continue this lifestyle. And I'm sure he's not just talking about, hey, you got to eat your greens and have some more good fats in your diet. He's saying, basically, you are at harm's way of dying. Heart attacks mean automatic death. It doesn't at all, right? And then there are some times when people have heart attacks, and because they've been bodybuilders and done tons of cardio, they've been able to grow more ventricles, whatever, on their heart and be able to save their lives. But it doesn't matter. The fact that he has a video out online about this, and when he decides to one day say, hey, I'm gonna go compete this year, he'll go to the league. I want to compete. They'll send him a freaking little couple contracts over, and he'll get his pro card and pay for it, and they'll be like, come on and compete. They're not going to say, no, Antoine, you're not going to compete until we find out that your heart is 100%. Even at that, I don't think so, because this is bodybuilding, and it's not even just about the food or your weight. It's the steroids. Estrogens that cause, issues with, AI stuff, cause issues with your cholesterol. Steroids, heart, fat burners, heart. Everything we do in this sport affects the heart. Take away everything, plaque, whatever. All of it. His heart's probably still too big. It was never meant to be this big. Let me tell you guys something, because I'm getting sick of this, because I'm actually getting sick and tired of seeing someone pass again and nothing being done. Nothing. If you're a 180-pound man and you grow to be 280 pounds, your heart already didn't want to be bigger than what it is. Your heart is like your governor. The heart is a governor of your body in terms of how much more muscle you're going to put on. It's going to be like, nope, I don't want any more muscle. You got this type of body. We're only going to get this big naturally. Sucker, nope, no for you. Heart gainer, sorry. You too, nope. You're going to be this big. That's it. How we basically get rid of that governor is anabolic steroids. And that gives us the ability to grow more muscle. And it doesn't mean that it's just the muscles we see here, the biceps, tries, back, legs, whatever. It's the heart. It's every muscle. It's all muscles. Antoine has a gift of a warning here. Heed my words, man. Like literally has a life-saving warning here. Hey, guess what? In 3 to 5 years, if you don't get your shit together, you're going to have a heart attack and possibly die. And by the way, I can't even answer the question that if you do whatever you need to do, that you might not have a heart attack between the 1 to 3 years. From now until those 3 years that the doctor said he can't even confirm or guarantee that, hey, you're good to 3 years. You got 3 years to get your shit together. Then if you don't, those 3 to 5 years are gonna be pretty tough. No, dude's saying 3 to 5 years, 99th percentile. You're the 1% that is unlucky to have this situation. Plus your whole lifestyle, you'll have a heart attack in 3 to 5 years. And before that, from now until 3 years, I can't guarantee that you won't have a heart attack. I'm done. I'm done bodybuilding. I'm finished. I am absolutely done. That is my thought process as Antoine. Now here's what I'm gonna say, and it's gonna piss people off. And I don't give a because I'm gonna talk about this because this is why I'm on this planet, to do stuff to save some lives, because I believe that. I've had a drug addiction. I've been through drug addiction. And I said something that was really alarming to me in my last video. I was talking to Rob Riches. And it was why it was so easy for me to do steroids because of the sport, because I was already, coming off of a drug addiction. And the way I said it, I was like, holy Johnny, like, dude, you took on one addiction to the next addiction. In that addiction to taking stuff. The willingness to be able to just take things and jab it in you and take it for whatever good it's going to give you. For whatever thing we want to tell ourselves and justify for doing it. My justification for bodybuilding and taking steroids was this. Hey man, I've done worse in my life. If this is what's required, I'm going to do it. That's how easy it was. Antoine has been struggling with addiction since I've known him. And I can talk about the shit because he's open to us about it. He's open to us about the shit, so don't be like, hey, go to his channel. I'm sorry, I'm swearing, guys. I'm just like, I'm worked up. Man. I'm just telling him like it is. I'm just worked up. Go to his channel. He's been open and honest about his life, and that part of it is just admirable at its highest level to be open about that, because those people are living because of this and being saved because of open he's been about his drug use. Same with me. But subscribers, we are enabling him. We're enabling him. I see comments. They're like, man, thanks, Antoine, man. Your openness is, man, saving lives, man. Yada, yada. And I'm glad I'm seeing comments and they're like, hey, man, we don't need bodybuilding. Health is way better than this. Here's my comment. Brother, you do not need bodybuilding anymore. We follow you because of you. You are what we value, not the stage you compete on. Keep making the right moves and now praying for you, brother. That's what I'm saying. Greg underneath is saying, I'd say if you drop at least 50 pounds of muscle and eat healthy and make cardio an important part of your life, this world makes a night and day difference. This makes a night and day difference in your life. Bodybuilding seems important when you into Greg. Bodybuilding seems important when you're into it, but trust me, you can get your dopamine elsewhere. I switched over to cycling and I love it. There are other ways to be happy. And Greg's completely right. Your health is the most important thing. Even if you don't compete ever, it doesn't matter, man. I've been watching you since you started in 2011. I met him in 2012. More than 10 years now. You are more than just a bodybuilder. Awesome, fun, I don't know, that's obviously some French word. Caricature, great caricature. Always interesting to watch no matter what you do. No one gives a fuck about you on stage, Antoine. No one gives a flying F about how you do on stage. No one does. What all of them like is everything that you bring and the value you have and your life stories and your lessons. You have the rest of your life to save so many lives and your own. Stop. Just stop. We don't need it. Stop. Coach. All the knowledge you have for years, start coaching. Look at Big Mike in there, man. Big Mike at freaking Pure Muscle and Fitness. That place is Pure Muscle and Fitness is the epicenter of bodybuilding in Canada. And we got a world of wealth that's in there. From people who are natural, that are not natural, that are just there to preach the good word about proper form, proper training. That's there. Add into that. Chime in there. You can do like this. Just I talk this for days. Rest in peace, Boston. I was gonna do a separate video on him, and I'm not. But it's like, first I hear about Greg sent me a message. Like, this is a message I got from Greg the other day when I found out about this, and I was like, are you effing? So he writes to me, "Seen Antoine has some heart problems, but I didn't know what it was. 13 plans done, blah blah blah. Like it was like where was it at? I gotta find this thing. Anyway." So whatever. There's a thank you to Zen alone. Blah blah blah. Said Greg's video. Blah blah. Mara Starman. Who cares about that? Blah blah blah. See, Antoine has some major heart problems, but I didn't know what it is. 13 plans in one day burnt. The next day I get Boston Lloyd died. Girl died squatting, and there is a war. Like this is like where's the one message was on Friday. This is all Thursday's news. So I knew Thursday, Antoine has a heart issue. Next day, oh, by the way, Boston Lloyd passed away. There's a girl squatting, she died, and there's a war. Like, if there's not enough examples this year or in the last 2 years alone to make you think twice about your journey getting into bodybuilding. Again, I'm not in this to say, don't bodybuild. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say that. I'm going to say the same analogy I gave in the last video that still went out, but whatever. Here's my analogy. Here's the way I look at it, and here's how I talk to people about bodybuilding. The same way my buddy introduced, the same way my buddy talked to me about racing street bikes. The dude was like, oh, you want to get a bike? Cool. All right, well, watch these videos first. There are videos on, proper riding. There's a place like, don't read all these, watch all these first before you do anything. And within that playlist is a playlist, a bunch of stupid people were doing on bikes and dying, crashing. And then there was stuff people were doing on bikes that weren't even doing wrong, they were crashing. The point of him doing that was, I care about you, love you, before you get a bike, because he has a bike too. I want you to understand that there are a bunch of things that can possibly happen in this process of having a bike. Now, same thing bodybuilding. I'm not telling you to not bodybuild. I'm saying if you want to go bodybuild and join a, natural federation, do so. How natural those guys are, I don't know. Who gives a shit? But again, when it comes down to it, take caution. Proceed with the utmost caution. Like, the only reason I'm saying don't do it is because I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm going to say if you are going to do it, just take a look on the internet for the last 2 years. You are not invincible. You are not the odd one out. You're not the 1% that can do this and be out of harm's way. You're not. So before you go on your journey to becoming an IFBB pro, I want you to understand for all levels. I don't care. It's not just, it's just open bodybuilding. I'd say that's the only ones who are, but I mean, we haven't really heard much about the other classes, but again, there's been men and women passing in bodybuilding. Mostly men bodybuilders and female bodybuilders. A few figure competitors in there, but for the most part, bodybuilders. Not classic physique or men's physique or bikini. But again, it doesn't matter. You're not invincible. Antoine, I hope you listen to this, man. I hope you listen to everybody who's out there, just trying to encourage you to just get off the stage. You don't need it, dude. Dude, you're great, man. You don't need, Steve Weinberger to tell you you don't need Steve Weinberger to tell you're a good bodybuilder. You don't need Gary Yu to tell you're a good bodybuilder. You don't need the Manions to acknowledge your existence as a good bodybuilder. You don't. You've already done it. You've been the best bodybuilder in Canada. You've been the best in your country at one point, and you've been on the best, amongst the best on stage, and we already knew your trajectory was going to be a top 3 and Olympia competitor. I'm pretty sure you went to Olympia. You've already done it. Stop. It's done. Live the rest of your life as long as you can, doing everything you can to help people the same way you've been helping them through your journey. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, hope you liked the video, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to always come out that tell it is transparent, vulnerable truth, guys. With coachingjohnnysheet.com. If you want to know about coaching, guys, or what do I do, if you want to just talk about, supplementation, training, nutrition, whatever it is, you just want to see if you're doing the right things and making the right moves or whatever it is, book yourself a phone consult, 15 to 30 minutes. At the end of the consult, I deduct the price of the consult off any package that you pick, especially the Coach in Your Pocket plan, which is basically everything I do and talk about here is more in depth with my athletes. We do check-ins weekly, but we do coaching up on your form throughout the week. As many videos you want to send me to coach you up, that's what we do on my team. So join right now if you want. If not, get the ebook. The ebook's gonna do just as much for you. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. There's plans there for you guys, all in there. Anyway, enough of the commercials, guys. Hit the description below and hit those promo codes, discount codes that help save your life or change your life for the better. Especially letsgetchecked.com. 30% off. Use my code Johnny30. And also, guys, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and TikTok, guys. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost a few because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.